Welcome to Unleash Curiosity by Vital Pet Life.
I'm Dr. Amber De Silva, veterinarian and advocate for integrative pet care.
And I'm Donie Yamamoto, founder and CEO of Vital Pet Life. We're so glad you're here.
This is a space where curiosity, compassion, and science converge, where we explore the powerful mind-body connection that supports your pet's health and your own.
Each week, we'll dive deep into the world of pet wellness, breaking down myths, exploring ingredients, and learning from expert voices across the industry.
From nutrition and sustainability to transparency and advocacy, we're here to help you feel more confident, connected, and informed in your care choices.
So let's get into it, because when we know better, we do better. This is Unleash Curiosity.
Welcome back to Unleashed Curiosity by Vital Pet Life podcast, breaking it down with Dr. Amber. Join us as I break down the newest ingredients in our latest product, Vital Probiotic for dogs. So what is a probiotic? A probiotic is healthy bacteria, basically. It's gut bacteria that is taken orally, and then those good bacteria fill in the gut.
How does Vital Probiotic support a pet's gut and overall health, Dr. Amber?
So the more we learn about gut bacteria and we call it the microbiome environment inside the gut, the more important we realize it is. So there are so many effects that happen in the gut from good bacteria and from bad bacteria. So you can think about diarrhea, soft stools, gassiness, things like that could be signs of poor microbiome in the gut. And so when we're giving a probiotic, we're giving healthy bacteria, and those healthy bacteria actually, when we have a good population of them, they actually compete for that space in the gut, and they help to push out the bad bacteria, and that's partly how it works.
How young can your pet start taking Vital Probiotic? And how often do you need it?
So puppies are building their gut microflora, their gut microbiome, as soon as they're born. They're actually born with sterile. They have no bacteria in their gut. And so as they're nursing, as they're exploring their environment, then they're getting that gut bacteria population. If mom is healthy, if they're getting a good amount of milk, nutrients, they should be growing a healthy gut flora. And then about 8 weeks old is when you can start a probiotic. And then it usually has to be given every single day. That's for most supplements, you want to give it consistently every single day.
I think that's very important because last week I just mentioned about like the ingredients, why it's top of the line, and why they need it. So I think now, Dr. Amber, you can like help me in detail explain the ingredients that we have in our Vital Probiotic.
Yeah. So we have a proprietary probiotic blend. So this blend has 2 canine specific bacterial strains and 2 wolf specific bacterial strains. It also includes prebiotics and postbiotics. So the prebiotics are the food for the probiotics. Sometimes we forget that the bacteria have to eat something. And so those prebiotics are a healthy source of food for the probiotics. And then the postbiotics are actually, it's an after product. It has its own health benefits. So all of that is included in the proprietary probiotic blend. Then we have the pristine krill powder. Krill is in there for omegas, for the minerals that are in the krill, and also to enhance flavor because, dogs just love the taste of this stuff. We have Atlantic salmon meal. And again, the salmon is for omegas and protein. The 40 flax natural. So it's a kind of like a crushed flax seed. So that's a plant-based omega, and also add some fiber.
Yeah. What about the nutritional information about those stuff? I mean, since you already mentioned that. I mean, benefits, not nutritional.
The main ingredient is that probiotic blend. So pro, and postbiotics. And so we're promoting a healthy gut And when we have a good population of healthy bacteria in our gut, then our gut gets stronger. We have more nutrient breakdown. So some things in our digestion, they're taken care of by enzymes in our stomach, in our small intestine. But a lot of digestion of especially certain types of fiber actually is done by the bacteria in the gut, in humans and cats and dogs and other animals. And so when we have a healthy population, we're actually getting better digestion and absorption of nutrients. And then with healthy bacteria, we're pushing out bad bacteria. They're basically in competition. And so if we have a good, robust population of healthy bacteria, then that leaves less opportunity for more bad bacteria to be growing in there. It also, the gut is, as Donnie has said before, it's basically our second brain. Like, we have so much nervous tissue in our gut. And so there's a lot of signaling that goes on, and inflammatory pathways. And so again, if we have a really healthy gut bacteria, we're going to have healthier signaling, less inflammation in our guts.
Yeah, it's like powered by nature and science.
Yeah. Yeah. So, we can talk about, like, what's the big deal about the wolf microbiome.
Yeah.
So the veterinarian who developed the wolf probiotic was able to isolate these specific strains from wild wolves that will not only populate the gut of dogs, but also have beneficial effects. And so that's what really sets the Vital Probiotic apart from other types of probiotics. It's really specific. It's 2 canine strains, 2 wolf strains. And when we have a more specific bacteria for the host, so if we have dog and wolf probiotics for dogs, then we actually get better growth, better adherence. Those bacteria actually kind of cling on to the inside walls of the intestines. And so we can really target those and just increase the chance that they're going to stay there and they're going to do their job that they're supposed to be doing. And then, of course, we have prebiotic, the organic Jerusalem artichoke. Main part of that is inulin, which is a fiber that feeds the bacteria, the good bacteria, and helps them stay healthy and strong and, a growing population. And fiber is good for digestion too, to make solid formed stools. Another prebiotic that we have is MOS, which comes from the fleshy part of coconut. So another food for bacteria and a good source of fiber. The pristine krill powder has a lot of omega-3s and antioxidants, which, if you've listened to our podcast for any amount of time, you know how great omega-3s are for cognitive function, for skin and joint support. And then the Atlantic salmon meal is a high quality source of protein and omega fatty acids that strengthen and shine the coat and just lead to more vitality in our pets. So we have just, really specific, targeted, powerful ingredients in this blend. So I think that we have like a really amazing blend of ingredients here that can be a benefit. So I would encourage, even if you don't see that your dogs are having GI signs, probiotics are so beneficial. And then if they are having GI signs, of course, first talk to your veterinarian, take them to the vet if you need to and get that workup done. But, try a probiotic. I think we really underestimate the power of them and the importance of a healthy gut bacteria.
Yay. Thank you, Dr. Amber.
For those of you who haven't tried latest product, Vital Probiotic for Dogs, you can go to our website, vitalpetlife.com, and order it there. And it's also available on Amazon. Really recommend that you try it out and then give us your feedback. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you to everyone who tuned in today. I hope you learned as much as we did. As always, we'd love to hear your input on this episode, as well as ideas for topics you'd like to hear in the future. As we're building our community here, we'd love to hear from you. Email us at podcast@vitalpetlife.com with any thoughts, pet questions, or episode ideas. We're here for you.